Hello, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of Shot Clock. I'm your host, Jack Griffin. Let's meet our panelists. First, we have Michael Balcom, then we have Brendan Jones, and finally, we have Jacob Nash. Let's start off with discussing the Panthers. They've gone the whole season undefeated at 13-0 and currently stand at first in the NFC. What are their chances of winning it all this year? Brendan, the floor is yours. 24 seconds on the clock, and go.
I think this team's definitely going to go 16-0. They just have the key components. They have Ted Ginn and Cam Newton. This is the ultimate duo this year. Like Cam Newton, he's acting how he did when he won the Heisman. 100%. He's just going crazy.
Back
he
to
has
his
28 touchdown passes, 7 rushing touchdowns. He can do it all. He's just a beast.
He's a good quarterback, but
he's a great quarterback.
I don't know about the playoffs.
Tom Brady. Playoffs? What do you mean? 13-0 already.
All right, that's time. Michael, 24 seconds around the clock, and go.
I also believe they're going to be 16-0, but
I don't know about the playoffs.
They have a really weak schedule. I'm saying I don't know how well they're going in the playoffs because, yeah, Cam Newton's good, the defense is good, but they really haven't played really good opponents. They played the Packers, but then again, the Lions beat the Packers, so that really says something. So, I mean, you really don't know how the playoffs are going to go because it's the playoffs, but I don't believe Carolina's going to have a first round.
All right, that's time. Let's see what Nash has to say about that. You have 24 seconds, and go.
Yeah, I'm confident that Carolina is going to take it all the way. I think as of right now, the best quarterback that the NFL has is Cam Newton. He's just fantastic. Ted Ginn Jr. and Cam Newton, like you said, the connection, it's just, there's nothing better right now. And they're so smooth when they play together.
That Matthew Stafford, Kelvin Johnson
them play,
connection.
and they just,
nothing there.
like when he sizzled that pass in, that was just crazy. They're just such a good team. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure.
That's time. Let's move on to our next topic. The Michigan State basketball team has been undefeated all season with a record of 11-0, but how do our panelists feel the rest of the season will go? Brendan, you have 24 seconds, and go.
All right. Michigan State is #1 in the nation right now. They beat 2 top teams in the nation, Louisville and Kansas. Those teams are always right up there. Michigan State is looking awfully good this season. And Michigan, they need to get a move on quick with these sports.
Yeah, they look
football
awful.
and basketball.
I don't know. They look pathetic in both. So
They got a lot of catching up
They
to.
need to catch up. Like Michigan State basketball, I don't think anyone really saw this coming #1 this year.
they had a really good recruiting class. So.
They did. But
That's time. Let's let Balcom weigh in on this. 24 seconds, and go.
MSU's #1, as BJ said. They beat Kansas and Louisville. They have great coaching. Tom Izzo always gets the boys playing, and I just
we trust.
It's his own, and that's why Michigan State is just such a power every single year because MSU is
every single year.
Well, when's the last time we didn't make the tournament?
It's true.
Well, I don't know. It's been all Michigan was in the national championship.
Nash, the floor is yours. 24 seconds, and go.
All right, so the way that it's looking right now, I think Michigan State could be one of the most successful college programs that college basketball has seen in even the past couple of years.
Duke's pretty good, though.
They could be the Duke of last year, in my opinion.
Or Kentucky.
Yeah. They're
They're 12-0, I think.
Yeah, they're 12-0, but I think that Michigan State's just looking so good this year. They have Valentine leading the charge with the leadership, and they're definitely the big brother. Michigan's looking really awful this year, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have a team
All right,
like
that's
that.
time. All righty, guys. Now we got to go back up because we got to go to the Pistons now, which was before. It was before State.
Hey, now you need to hear when I say time, don't just say that's time. Let them finish what they're saying and then talk. Go. So as soon as I say time, go. All right, that's time. Wait for them. During
All right.
SSR.
All right. All right, give me a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, that's time. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite NBA team, the Detroit Pistons. So far they're 14-11, but after looking at the rest of the conference's records, the Pistons don't appear to be doing that bad. Do they have a chance at making playoffs this year? Throw 24 seconds on the clock for BJ. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite NBA team, the Detroit Pistons. So far they're 14-11, but after looking at the rest of the conference's records, the Pistons don't appear to be doing that bad. Do they have a chance at making playoffs this year? Throw 24 seconds on the clock for BJ, and go.
Andre Drummond is the face of the team right now. He's averaging 17 rebounds and 16 points per game. Reggie Jackson's been doing pretty well too, filling the point guard position for Brandon Jennings. I don't know what's going to happen to him. This trade
Probably a sixth man.
Yeah, either that or he gets traded. Reggie Jackson's been a great addition to this team, and he's growing into a great point guard. I think the playoffs are on the horizon for the Pistons this year. I think this is their year, honestly.
For what? Get eliminated the first round?
It's time. Good points, but let's hear what Michael has to say. 24 seconds, and go.
The Pistons are an average team. They have Drummond, who's really good. He is a star. I mean, they have a really weak Western Conference. The Pistons are a little overrated, but they're an all right team. I really do believe they'll make the playoffs, but they're going to get eliminated the first round because they really don't have a really good bench. They don't have someone that can come off the bench and give them quality minutes. So that's the Pistons' downfall.
Time. Nash, you have 24 seconds and go.
All right, so I think that the Pistons have a genuinely good starting five. They have Reggie Jackson, Caldwell Pope, Marcus Morris, and Andre. Brandon Jennings will be coming back, and if he doesn't get traded, he'll be the sixth man. He's just what the Pistons need, but Michael's right. They are lacking bench production because it's
Maybe
just.
they'll trade him and get some bench players.
Yeah, well, that's all we need is depth, and then I think that we'll be
Technically,
playoff
we don't need
contenders
them.
for sure. But Caldwell Pope finally coming out of his shell.
That's time. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to follow at Lamprey TV on Twitter to be notified when the next episode is up, and let us know what you want to hear the panelists talk about next. For the Lamprey TV studio, I'm Jack Griffin.